Hey 49ers fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Chat Sports, and today we have a fresh San Francisco 49ers grading video for you here, fresh off the presses. After the Niners have won yet again, they beat the Washington Redskins 9-0 there at FedEx Field. They are undefeated, and they will continue to roll on in their season as the only undefeated team in the NFC. Just jump right into it right now. Offensive grades. Okay. Disclosure really quickly, this is a very hard game to grade because of the field conditions, because of the weather, because of the opponent. So bear with me as we go through these grades here. Now, the offensive grade we're going to give them is a C+. That might be a little bit harsh because, of course, it was raining. It's like the worst field conditions you possibly could have in the NFL. FedEx Field plus wet up there in Washington is never a good combination. But at the exact same time, it wasn't exactly a great offensive performance. Now, I was not expecting, when I saw the rain, I was not expecting the offense to absolutely ball out. Don't get me wrong here, but the receivers are definitely struggling. They are not getting open. It's causing a lot of problems in the passing game. Kendrick Bourne leading all receivers with 3 catches is not something I want to be saying every single week. It was just not a passing day, though. Now, you can throw the ball in the rain. The wind and the rain is whenever it gets a little bit more difficult. The running game was good, but not great. But again, overall, it's very hard to grade the offense, I think, fairly because of the weather conditions that were out there. We're going to give them a C+, but just know that I think they would have had a much higher grade had the weather not have been there, but we got to grade on what we saw, not on what could have happened based on the weather. But again, overall, they did enough to go out and win the game against a pretty decent Washington Redskins defense. Now, the offense is bad, but the defense is pretty decent. So, 9 points, it was enough. They did everything they needed to do to win. We'll give them credit where credit is due, but I still have major concerns about the receiving position on this 49er squad. I think they kind of amplified it yesterday with the bad weather, showing that they're unable to get open whenever Jimmy Garoppolo needs them to. All right, quickly, 49ers mailbag will be coming later this week, so use the hashtag 49ers on this video, and I'll probably answer your questions in a video later on this week. So get them in, hashtag 49ers, and we'll answer them later on this week, I think. So, okay, defensive grades here. Is this like our third straight A defensive grade? Let's give them an A+. I mean, as bad as the rain was for the offense, it was pretty darn good if you were a defensive player, because that meant that they're not going to throw the ball well, and running the ball is also difficult because of the footing there on the field. 3 sacks, 50 total passing yards. It's an elite defense. I mean, I can only say so much, right? It's every single week. It's like, it's an elite defense. It's a young defense. They're going to be good for years. It's just a privilege and a joy to get to watch the 49ers defense week in and week out because, yes, the rain is a factor. Yes, the rain did hinder what could have been an even better defensive day for the 49ers, but only 50 passing yards, 104 rushing yards, 154 total yards for Washington. It's a good defense. I mean, it's pretty easy, right? These gradings are pretty easy to do because it's the same stuff every week. The defense is fantastic. Give them an A+. Okay, special teams. I would have given them worse because Robbie Gould had another miss today, or another miss yesterday, I guess you could say, depending on when you watch this video. But at the same time, 3 for 4. He got the 3 field goals he needed to make. It's hard to kick in the rain, I know, so we'll give them a B+. They were fine. Kick returning is hard. Punting's hard. It's hard to do. It was a nasty day, right? You saw him slipping and sliding. It was a gross day on the field there. I keep saying that over and over again, but it is true because it was pretty hard to watch. So B+ for the special teams. All right, be sure to subscribe to our 49ers only YouTube channel, youtube.com/49ers TV, the place to do it. Almost to 5,000 subscribers. So hit the red subscribe button if you're watching this on our 49ers YouTube channel. We're very close to 5,000 subs, and I greatly appreciate you guys helping us get there. All right, let's go into our individual grades here. Jimmy Garoppolo, again, hard to rate. We're going to give him a C+ because his numbers aren't great. 12 of 21, 151 yards, 1 interception, 2 sacks. But again, I almost feel like I should bump this up a little bit because it just seems unfair with how bad the rain is. But in reality, it's unfair because the receivers are bad. Now, we're going to grade the receivers a little bit later on in this video. But Garoppolo was fine. Fine. It just wasn't a great day to throw the football. It wasn't a great day overall for the offense. He could have moved the ball more down the field to get a higher grade. He could have done things here, things there. So a couple passes there that were overthrown. But again, this is such a hard video to do because of how bad the rain was. We'll give him a C+, but know that that's not any sort of, hating on Jimmy Garoppolo. It's just what I saw in the field because, again, he only scored 9 points. Score a little more, and the grades will definitely go up. Now, you know what could be going up right now if you wanted to bet a little bit of money on it is your pocketbook. Yes, all you got to do is bet on the 49ers with our sponsor, with our partner, BetDSI. Now, BetDSI is going to help you out. Use the promo code 49ers, and you can get a 120% deposit bonus whenever you sign up for the first time at chatsports.com/bet. Again, it's like the easiest way to make money on the 49ers right now, because when you sign up for the first time, put your money down, they are going to give you a 120% deposit bonus, which you can then use to bet on the 49ers, who keep winning, right? It's a win-win situation. Use the promo code 49ers whenever you guys sign up, chatsports.com/bet. All right, Tevin Coleman will be the running back that we grade today, even though you can throw in, the running backs as a whole. B+. Now, the numbers, again, not going to jump off of the page, but they still rushed for 137 yards. And the team, it feels like each week is a lock for over 100 yards rushing. It's like a guarantee with this football team. Now, Breida did get hurt in this game. We all kind of went, held our breath, because McKinnon way down in preseason, then Breida now, it's like, whoa, we don't want to lose all our running backs, but it was just a poke in the eye. He confirmed on Twitter he will be just fine, so no need to worry about that. But again, 20 carries, 62 yards, 3.1 yards per carry. Not going to jump off the page for Tevin Coleman, but just good to have him back. Good to have him as a healthy running back, the number one option on this team. Pair him with Matt Breida. Jeff Wilson Jr. had some good runs as well. As a whole, though, they get a B+ because they did do their job. They rushed for over 100 yards basically on a slip and slide field, and that is a positive note for the running backs. Now, is this the best rushing team in the NFL? If I asked this question before, I think I've asked the best 3 running backs. But together, is this the best rushing team in the National Football League? Would you take the running backs we have over anyone else right now? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, it's time to talk about the wide receivers. Now, you'll see Kendrick Bourne on your screen right now, and Kendrick Bourne individually will get a C+ of a grade, because when you actually watch the film and you actually look at his stats, Kendrick Bourne had some decent catches. The problem is he had 3 decent catches. And the greater problem than that is he led all receivers in catches. Okay? Just think about that. Kendrick Bourne, his 3 catches for 69 yards on 4 targets, led all 49er receivers in catches yesterday. Just can't happen. Now again, you give Bourne a C+ because Bourne has struggled during the year. This was probably one of Bourne's better games. He made some nice catches on third down, blah, blah, blah. The rest of this receiving core for the 49ers, I've kind of held back a little bit the past couple of weeks because we've been winning by so much, and they've been doing enough, and George Kittle has really bailed them out. But Dante Pettis and Chris Godwin, 0 catches. 0. And Deebo Samuel, 2 catches for negative yards. This is a bad receiving core, and the Niners need to address it this week at the NFL trade deadline. I don't care who it is, Sanders, AJ Green, Diggs, someone else. They need to make a move at the wide receiver position, because my big fear is, what if you have a football game late in the season or a playoff game where somehow the opposing defense stops the run? Where you somehow are not able to rush for 100 yards. Is Jimmy Garoppolo going to have the targets to be able to throw the ball through the air, not named George Kittle? I don't see it right now. I know it was raining yesterday, and I'll probably see a lot of comments saying, oh, it was raining, this is dumb, Thomas is being too harsh. Sure. But I think it just amplified the problems we had at wide receiver and made them as glaring as possible. Bourne cannot be our number 1 wide receiver week in and week out, and 3 catches is not going to be enough. They've got to make a move. The question for you guys, though, should the 49ers make a trade for a wide receiver this week? The answer is definitely yes, so go put yes down below here in the comments. All right, time to get to some good grades here, because, the offense struggled, but the defense was fantastic. Nick Bosa gets an A+, because he was legit yesterday. 5 tackles, 1 sack, 4 tackles for a loss. Obviously, the quarterback hit. I will admit when I'm wrong, saying that I wanted Quinnen Williams over Nick Bosa pre-draft. Remember that? Long time ago. I was like, Quinnen Williams is probably the best player in this NFL draft. Might be Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa looks pretty darn good, and right now, is he the best pass rusher on this team? Probably not by D4, but he is stepping up as a rookie rushing the passer, something that is not very common in the NFL, because rookie pass rushers are very spurty, right? They're up and down, up and down. He's been fantastic. Made some great plays. Read a screen out that was absolutely crazy good. Bosa gets an A+. He was fantastic. Kwon Alexander also gets an A+ as well, as 5 tackles and that forced fumble. He has Been a common theme on our grading show here as we talk about the linebacking core. They are so darn good. You can give a game ball to Fred Warner every week. Feels like giving a ball to Kwon Alexander. But where he is at right now, after the brutal, the really season-ending injury he suffered in Tampa Bay last year, to come back at the health that he is and at the level he is has been very, very impressive. He was great yesterday. A+. Okay, question. When will the 49ers suffer their first loss? Talked about this last week. Because it wasn't today. Is it coming up? Is it Carolina? Is it going to be Seattle? Where do you guys think we're going to lose our first game? Let me know in the comments down below. And finally here, on our news and, or not our news and rumors, but on our grading video, let's talk about discipline and penalties. This team keeps getting better and better in the discipline penalty category. They get an A+. Even in the rain. On a day where you could hold a lot, you could probably do pass interference because you're slipping and sliding around there. 2 penalties for 20 yards. Good teams don't get penalized a lot. This is probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm so high on the 49ers right now. Yes, the play on the field is great, and the team is great, the players are great, but they're disciplined. They're not doing stupid penalties on third down where they give up extra chunk yardage or give teams extra possessions because of their dumb penalty flags on the field. They are great in the disciplinary category. A+ for the 49ers. 2 penalties for 20 yards will win you a lot of football games in the NFL. All right, what grade would you give the 49ers Week 7 performance against the Redskins? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I think overall grade, with the rain and the offense being a C and the defense being an A, probably a B-, B+. It was a fine week. Again, this is not really one that you go back and watch a lot of film on and be like, oh, well, you gotta fix this and that, because it was so nasty out there, and my offensive grades were a little bit harsh, but the wide receiver core's got to get better. So we'll see what happens this week. Be sure to subscribe to Chat Sports and our Chat Sports 49ers channel because it's trade deadline week. We will be on top of all the NFL trades that happen, hopefully here in San Francisco as well. So again, be sure to subscribe. All the time we have for today. For Chat Sports, I'm Thomas Mott signing off. We will have plenty more 49ers coverage later this week. Enjoy the rest of your day.